15 save percentage, and we know how bad that team was, right? Last season, and how to start this year, and then they got some stability back. Their defense has been horrific. And, you know, people point to goaltending as their biggest problem, but it's the blue line. But he's it's amazing the turnaround that you watch him, you cannot believe it's the same guy. Calm, cool, collected. You know,
what's the point?
Burke had an influence on him, and now all of a sudden we start hearing the name Sean Murphy being a guy that there's a few clubs that have great interest in bringing him to the organization, and that includes one Toronto Maple Leafs.
Let me ask you this when it comes to the Calgary Flames specifically. I think Canadians generally want more Canadian teams in the postseason. It's a very interesting phenomenon. I don't think that phenomenon exists in the United States. I don't think there's any hockey fans down there who say, geez, I hope we get 15 to the 16 playoff spots for American teams. But somehow we think this is important. Or at least hockey fans seem to think this is important. And that it is true that most Canadians would much rather, when their team is out, start rooting for another Canadian team than almost anybody else. So these factors all in there. What are the chances, assuming Calgary gets in, what are the chances they can beat anybody?
Well, they get Vancouver in the first round. That's how we're lined up right now. So that was pretty good.
You know, the odds are better than you think, and I think that the league is now set up that, you know, I don't know if the right word is.
You know, it's not a far-fetched scenario at all, but I know I was in love with the Rangers as the Eastern team, as the Eastern side of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these guys now and I'm thinking, boy, they may have every element necessary to make the finals, and they would be an interesting team if they got there. If, you know, if all of those things come together properly.
Yeah. And, you know, if you got two lines scoring.
Yeah.
And Tampa Bay has that, right? I mean, they're their most dangerous line, you know, all season long. Hasn't included Stamkos on it in Tampa. So, you know, and he's got 40 goals. So now that Blatt, you know, Johnson are carrying the team as much as anybody there. Bishop plays well. They're hurting on the blue line right now. They're not healthy. As long as they get their key guys back, they're going to be tough. And we know the Rangers with the trade for Yeddo. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch here in Montreal. You can't really get the true respect of being a top team, not when you watch Carey Price be first starting night in and night out. So it's going to be fun. But we're certainly happy at Hockey Central with the thought of multi-Canadian teams, because that's where the interest is, right, in this country.
Well,
it's been too long.
It's been a long time since we've had more than one or two. So
it's been so long that you might even get Leaf fans cheering for the Canadians. That's how long it's been.
Dogs with cats, fans cheering for the Canadians. I'm not sure. That'd be the end times would be upon us.
Yes, it would.
Will they turn to the Sens if they get in? Will they turn to Winnipeg, Calgary, right?
I'm better than Winnipeg and Calgary.
Calgary, Winnipeg, they're easy to cheer for. I can tell you the way they play the game. It's fun to watch.
We got to get out of here. Okay.
Cats will do anything for the great taste of Temptations. Try new mix-ups. 3 different flavors in every bag.
Something extra relief the Hydrosense way. The only 100% natural source seawater solution that provides effective relief. Ooh, you don't want to see that. Hydrosense breathe better with our Science of the Sea.
Okay, what is this?
It's chewy.
Really icy.
Ooh, that's intense. It just hits your head's gum.
It's totally a mint. It's disappearing as I'm chewing it. Where did it go?
It's not a gum, not a mint. It's a totally new cool. New Icebreaker Soda Blasts.
Speedy Glimpse presents The Half Moon. All Tuesdays in Speed Bump for it to turn to a crack.
Don't wait. Repair your windshield before you have to replace it. It's important for your safety and to save time and money.
Wednesday, a season in turmoil. But against Buffalo, bets are off. The Leafs face their old rivals, the Sabres, in the season's series finale. Nothing but pride and a lottery ticket on the line. And Lady Luck loves a winner. Scotiabank Wednesday Night Hockey. Leafs Sabres, Wednesday on Sportsnet.
Anthony Bruno here in the Sportsnet newsroom. The 2015 MLB season is now just 5 days away, and today the Blue Jays announced that Drew Hutchison will be the opening day starter when Toronto kicks off their season in the Bronx on Monday afternoon at Yankee Stadium. It will be the 24-year-old's first ever opening day start. The final 25-man roster is nearly in place, and there was some good news today for some of the other youngsters on the team.
Try our hot and ready pizzas topped with zesty pepperoni, Italian sausage, and crispy bacon. Now, get it in deep dish. 3D treat pizza starting at $15.50 at Little Caesar. Hot and ready.
People say that the world is getting smaller. That there are few surprises left on Earth. We suspect that the people who say that just haven't been to Texas yet. The Texas Great Outdoors. Explore it and other wonders at TravelTex.com.
At Whiskas, we know all cats learn by exploring. That's why we have the highest level of protein to help them grow and stay active. Whiskas, everything you need to nurture their nature.
Want to get started on a great weekend? Start at Enterprise. Great weekend rates starting just $9.99 a day. Weekends are special. Let us show you what that means.
Delicious risotto. Just absolutely sublime. See, usually you've got a bit of heat in there. It's nice. Solid effort. You nailed the cooking. It's nice. Well done. Good job. Shut up right now. I'd like to slam down all of you. Get out! I cannot make one more mistake. Overcooked raw. Next. Clever. Idiots.
An all-new episode of Hell's Kitchen. Meet Tuesday on Sunday.
Really? Yeah. How are you? Coming from the city. For,
Take the bus.
yeah, sometimes when I don't want to drive, and or if I have a bus.
So the bus stop at your house pretty close.
Yeah, said, yeah. So that's something.
So could you just recount for the listeners here just the story of how they met? You know, it's interesting. It's interesting how the two of these two people got together.
Sure. Well, Kevin Shelby was a high schooler, suburban Chicago, just outside the city, and he liked to go to the health club at night. 17 years old, opening the club. He liked to at that time, around midnight. He goes in, and in there is Walter Payton, every kid's idol at that time. And Walter Payton sometimes work out comes over to him and asks him for a spot. And they end up working out until 3 a.m. and having a friendship that lasted until Payton's untimely death, 1999.
I assume Peyton was there because that hour, because the place was empty, and he could get some kind of freedom from gawkers, hangers-on, autograph seekers, etc.
Sure, that was exactly right. They were going for the same reason. And I think as a kid, you know, just somebody up in the audacity that go over and talk to him, but Kevin Shelley recognized that. He went so he got us out of the room, and then Peyton came back.
That's interesting because he'd be interesting. He becomes a scouting assistant down in the NFL, Kevin Kelly, and we talk a lot about athletes and intangibles, and there's a debate about what matters. The characteristics matter. Is there such a thing as intangibles of athletes, or is it pure physical ability? It comes down to Walter Payton is a guy the NFL's named the Man of the Year award after, so a lot of people Walter Payton was a very good person, and embodied a lot of good qualities as a human being, not just as a football player, but the notion, kind of the quality of Walter Payton kind of becomes part of his scouting philosophy, correct?
Right, and not necessarily the aspect of being a good person, because there are a lot of good people, and bad people. They would run, and they would run in awful condition. Peyton famously ran the hill, and also when the Chicago suburb was built on top of a landfill and had plastic jutting out of it. It was just grueling in the summertime because he was looking for the most adverse conditions possible.
Is this, does every NFL scout is looking for the same thing, but they seem to be trying to look inside guys' heads. That's the interview process. The story today with
the Jameis Winston story.
Yeah, there's a sort of absurd story about Jameis Winston. People watching him on an airplane to see how he treated the people around him. But this idea of trying to see something other than rather than just timing a guy on a floor and seeing how many reps he does in a bench press, try and glean something else about what he's made of. This is an extension of that to a degree, isn't it?
Yeah, here's a good modern example for you. The Atlanta Falcons in 2008 are looking for a quarterback. They like Matt Ryan. They think they're going to have a chance to draft him. They asked him.
When you got that 10 minutes when your draft choice is up, I'm telling you, most teams are going for the best player.
Yeah, but sometimes that guy's Ryan Leaf or Jamarcus Russell.
That's right. But how much, if the guy had a rap sheet as long as your arm, but was the best player in the draft, are you telling me most teams would pass on him because of that? I don't think so. I think all other things being equal, maybe this kind of stuff matters. Then again, maybe it doesn't. When we come back, Greg Zahn of Sportsnet will join us. We'll talk about one young man who apparently has made the Toronto Blue Jays, or so he tweets. And Daniel Negreanu, the poker player, Las Vegas resident, are they getting a hockey team? That's coming up on Primetime.
Most compact cars suffer from compact thinking. The Dodge Dart thinks bigger. It's bigger safety. With more technology. And better fuel economy. In fact, the only thing compact about this strategic vision total quality award winner is the price. Dodge Dart. Starting at only $16,495.
Telling you I'm sorry for being such a heel. I was uncool, an angry fool. Sorry's how I feel. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Bust your hunger with our favorite chicken, popcorn, fries, and a free cookie. The KFC Favorites Box Meal. Dove Men's Care Body Wash has hydrating microbiome for healthier feeling, stronger skin. No matter what you put it through, care makes a man stronger.
Hi everybody, Hazel May here with the Sportsnet Central update. Coming up tonight at 6, the playoff push is on, and we're going to preview all the important matchups, including...
Last day of March 2015, Primetime Sports Coast to Coast, the Sportsnet radio and television networks. It's Canada's most listened to sports talk show, has been for more than a quarter of a century. Bob McCown, Brent, our Toronto studios. A little bit later on, Daniel Negreanu adopted Las Vegas as his home several years ago. Has now become, I guess, sort of a part of this bid for an NHL franchise. And they've achieved their goal of 10,000 deposits for season tickets. How long will it take for the NHL to give them a franchise? Minutes. In fact, I think they already got it. They just haven't announced it yet. We'll talk to him about it. And how do you make hockey work in Vegas for a variety of reasons? That's coming up a little bit later on. But first, a tweet today by Roberto Osuna, the 20-year-old native of Mexico, turned professional at age 16, was pitching in the Mexican League at that age against players who are considered to be comparable to AAA players. Blew out his arm, had to have Tommy John surgery, has come back, was invited to the big league camp with no expectation of anything, and has now apparently made the team. Osuna tweeted about an hour ago that he'd made the ball club. The team had told him he was going to be on the 25-man opening day roster.
Apparently, the associate defense, Miguel Castro, has tweeted that out. Is that right, guys?
Both of them have now.
Is that correct? Yes.
Castro has as well.
It's not as surprising.
Neither of these things is surprising. Gibby told us yesterday,
I thought they
more
were
or
hedging.
less.
You know what? I thought they were hedging a bit on